Hi, I'm Lori Lewis. Welcome to Everyday Maui Live. I'm in front of the Sheraton in Maui with Maui Bling by Deneen.
Thank you. She is. She is. We're here selling our goodies today.
Yeah, she has really cute stuff, and I'm going to talk to her about the beautiful things that she makes, like I'm wearing a few of them. But also, I'm going to talk to her about Maui and about her story. So, first of all, Deneen, I want to ask you, how long have you lived on island?
I'm a 14-year girl now. Yeah, it's so wonderful, but and every year has been just a little gift in and of itself, giving more to me. So it's a great thing to be here.
I guess I'm curious where you came from.
Well, originally I'm a Massachusetts girl, but most recently to Maui. It's been California living. So California for 26 years or so, and then here for 14. Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, you lived in California. I have two. How different is it from California? Because I used to live in San Diego, and I think I don't need to go to Hawaii. We have the beach here, but it's quite different, huh?
Yeah, it's super lovely in San Diego. Let's, get that out. We love California. San Diego is probably the best part of it. Maui is just more relaxed. There's just some love here, and I don't know how to describe that differently. Except when I used to get on the planes and go home to LA, it would be just this tenseness that I would feel from the energy around me. It was really just an energetic thing, I think, and it still remains that. It's just a more pleasant place to be. There's more loving feelings here. People are on vacation. They're not having any troubles in their life, or at least hopefully not for the week that they're here, right? And most of them are able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just surrounded by beauty. California has some lovely pockets, but Maui is just like I walk out of my house and it's amazing.
Stunning, yeah. It's just so relaxing and loving and gorgeous. Look at this view here. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to find out a little bit about your story. Why did you come to Maui? And how did you
Oh, folks, his name is Lee. That's how it all began. Yeah, that's why. I loved Maui when I was 26. I came here on vacation with a group of people for a wedding, fell in love, thought about it, and just wasn't sure I'd ever get back here. It just was never really a formulated plan like some people have. I'm a list maker, but I did not do that for my return here. And it just so happened I met a guy. He was in California. We got introduced. I thought he should be considered my brother because he lives here, and it's not a good match because we don't live in the same place. This is not a good relationship, right? Geographically undesirable, I believe they say. But I think I just let him be who he was, and he just impressed me, and I fell in love with the guy.
So he lived here. Is that what I'm hearing?
He sure did, yeah. His whole life, born in Oahu, I believe, and here in Kahului for his life. Yes, yes. So
That's
here I am.
I love that. So how did you start Maui Bling then? What was the inspiration behind that?
That's a really interesting story too, because there I was doing my insurance work in California, also doing a big wholesale business related to bling at the time, selling to one man, which was a great thing until it wasn't a great thing. He was one guy buying everything I had, and I got here to Maui on that dream that was sustained itself at least for 2 years. Yeah, I was able to do that for 2 years, making the same salary I was making at the insurance, doing this bling thing on the side. So I knew it was a good thing to do. I figured it was the right thing to do, and I could just let go of that first job. And I did, and I got here. Within a few months, this man who bought everything from me decided it's cheaper to do it in another country. So I thought, oh no, what does one do now? And so, great sister in law was telling me to do a lot of retail shows that were here on Maui. There's a lot of opportunity to do businesses here. So I thought, okay, I don't understand anything about the retail part, but I'm ready to do it after doing wholesale for years. And I loved it so much, I hoped he didn't call me back again to do any wholesale business at that point. So, yeah, it's been great.
So your office is kind of outdoors, isn't it?
Oh, it's all the time outdoors. Yeah, and it's got a little bit of covering like today, or no covering like the days you see me at the craft shows. So, yeah.
It's pretty cool to go to the craft shows here. You're just walking along Kaanapali, and then there's these tents, and you might have maybe shave ice, and then some different crafts.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Different artists. You'll be among people that are just inspired by everything Maui, and we're going to be all in one place for you. So, it doesn't get a whole lot better.
What if people are listening and their dream is to move to Maui? It's not super easy, but maybe their dream also is to start a business like you have. What might you say to them?
Okay, so prepare. Know what your dream is. Have a a fairly clear idea of what you love to do. Save a lot of money, make a lot of lists. This is what I did. I made list after list, and I still wasn't completely perfect, but it felt better. It felt like I could make the jump. I had made my list, collected my money to save for the journey over. I had enough buffers to do it, I think. And just once I got here, too, I think what was important for me, especially, was just keeping it open to, okay, this could change in a moment. You know, it could change in a moment. The weather could take you out of a particular something or another, and your business of selling something that's going to wither in the weather is needs to be revamped. So yeah, you just have to be ready to move, I think. And being a small business person, yeah, I'm in that position where we can do some quick changes.
That's really good advice. I think that's really honest. So now I want to show a little bit of your product. Well, first of all, I'm wearing a couple of pieces. I love this because she highlights Maui. So, of course, I have this shirt on that has the Hawaiian Islands, but she has Maui itself all blinged out. So,
The best island, of course. Yeah, and all the things that I bling out these days are from local people that are being inspired by Maui. So I love to support what they do, and then I pull it out to you as a public, and you get to meet, me as an artist who's recreated the object. But that base product is still so good in and of itself.
and what I like is that, I mean, these are not cheap things like here's our little flowers and she's blinged these out. These aren't going to fall apart.
No, one of the things I like to do is I have a hashtag. The bling is still on. And I think it's so funny to go and look at that. And you'll see people that have 10-year-old products that are just held together. That was one thing that was kind of a pet peeve of mine when I was growing up. I didn't like things that were not pulled together well. Who does business repeatedly with that kind of a product? So I wanted to be different than that.
Yeah, notoriously, when you buy things that have crystals on them, they'll just start falling off your t shirt. So I'm going to grab just a couple little things here that you have that we put on the side. I love her hats. I have one that has a turtle that's blinged out. But look at this one. Now, tell us a little bit about this. Oh, this is so beautiful.
Cute. This is the island of Maui. It's supposed to be. And I use some really big gems in this one. They're not all Swarovski on this piece, but I just was inspired during the shutdown, really, and this was kind of something that came out of me in my artwork and my hats, and it just appears everywhere this month. So here, here it is in a hat that can be washed.
And these are good quality, too, let me tell you. So here's something fun, a little thing you picked up off the table. So,
You know, when you want to be a mermaid and you need a little extra help, I'm here for you.
so it's a mermaid crown. And I could use this on my Christmas tree, huh?
You could Christmas tree. You could put it on your dog.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea. All right, so I'm wearing one of the shirts, but here's another one with some of my favorite guys, the sea turtles.
And it's from another company I love, the 808 Clothing Company. They've got their designs are just so fun to work with. So I've done the island of Maui on the back of this one. And a local artist has put this together as well. So I like to buy from people that are generating, their work from local people. So I love that kind of payback.
So,
Others.
yeah, so online people can find you by Maui Bling by Deneen.
That's correct. I have an Instagram, Maui Bling. The website is a little tougher to reach, but I'm on Etsy. But it's Maui Bling on Etsy. And yeah.
And when they come here to the island, you probably put up on Instagram updates of where you're going to be, right?
I do. I have listings on my Facebook page for Maui Bling of my hours, and they just changed. So I just got my business cards this morning. I'm adding 2 more days to my schedule. That's awesome. I'm bringing the bling.
Bringing the bling, I like that. So now I always have to remind myself, but if you put the flower on the left, that means you're taken, right?
Yes, I always float to my wedding ring hand to know if I ever forget, I'm wearing that ring on the proper side. I should be wearing the flower. So yeah, same side as the wedding ring.
Awesome, awesome. So we're going to be talking to a lot of the locals, like Deneen, over time, and we'll keep revisiting because it's beautiful views. And look for her on Etsy, online, on Instagram. Look for her when you're here on the island. And now we're just going to say aloha.
Aloha, you guys. Mahalo.
Aloha.